Why does this franchise exist? I mean, the MCU exists as a license to print money. The DCEU and Dark Universe exist as an experiment to see if you can create a similar license without putting in the legwork. Bourne exists because America is desperate to reclaim the spy genre, and Fast and the Furious because 12-year-olds need their sugar rush. But I can find no reason why Pointless of the Apes exists, beyond proving that Andy Serkis deserves a precious Oscar that the nasty, tricksy Academy is keeping from him. Precious! I mean, yes, the 1968 film is one of the greatest films of all time, with one of the most iconic and parodied endings of all time. And yes, the following films were hit hard with the law of diminishing returns, but they created a perfect eternal causal loop. We don't need a new franchise to explain how we got to the original film, we already know. And weirdly, no one seems to remember these films until the next one is about to hit cinema. They're just sort of there. I mean, don't get me wrong, War for the Pointless of the Apes is amazing, arguably the best blockbuster of the year this far, but there's just a curious futility to its existence. There's other niggles as well. This is apparently a post-apocalyptic world with unlimited food, petrol and bullets, and the apes seem weirdly okay with being naked in temperatures that are probably hovering around freezing. And despite constant references to a planet of apes, we never see or hear any mention of tribes beyond Serkis, so it's more of a small wood of the apes than a planet. But aside from that, I've really got very little to criticise. The film wanders from Vietnam movie to revenge western to apocalypse now towards the end. That's not one of mine, by the way. It's literally stenciled on a wall in the film. And don't go expecting all-out action as was inferred from the trailers. Instead, Logan would probably be the closest film I could think of. It has ruminations on war and revenge, justice versus vengeance. How far into savagery must you go to defeat the savage? Even the villain, played amazingly by Woody Harrelson, gets some measure of tragedy. His backstory and a new threat to what remains of humanity, giving some understanding to his beliefs and actions, giving layers to a character that could so easily have been a cardboard cutout. The film looks incredible, with apes looking like you could reach out and touch them, you can empathise with. Performance is incredible. Serkis needs an Oscar for his performance as Caesar, the ape equivalent of Professor X, who finds himself pushed deep into a darkness that the film seems all too eager to explore. Yeah, this is a pretty dark film that might actually be too intense for younger viewers, and I was very, very grateful for the comic relief character, even if he was called Bad Ape. With deep characters who have believable motivations, backed up by some of the greatest CGI creations ever made, and some truly thrilling yet realistic action scenes, this is the first, and probably last, must-see blockbuster of the year. Just don't believe all that guff about this being a trilogy. Part 4 has already been greenlit. Drop everything, see it now. But what do you guys think? And what is the most pointless franchise in operation at the moment? Comment below and let me know. I'm Daniel, this has been a Dunking. If you've enjoyed this video, please like, share and subscribe.